Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
Poirot, I have a bad feeling. Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps. Let us see if you can do any better this time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, A.B.C. Good hunting. Did you hear that, Poirot? The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
Will he strike on that day? Or will... Is it like the time and date where we will find the body? Could be both, right? Winnie! Nice to see you being back, actually. Okay, specify that it is the 13th today.
No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
Okay. What is there on the floor now? Okay, it's the last thing we're gonna do now.
In his haste, Hastings tore the envelope.
Ah. Okay. I was like, is that the letter that Hastings just picked up? Because that would be so stupid. Like, okay, I need to pack my things. It would be ridiculous. But no, it's not the case. All right. Alrighty. Okay. What we did yesterday was picking up this one. It's the envelope. Whatever that is useful for. I don't know. Oh, can we look at the mirror again? We can. Do we get some more ego points now? Okay, this is literally the running joke, alright? Every time we see a mirror, we're going there, we're having a look and do like... we just get fucking ego points. Every single time. Reki is hanging by the window. Okay. So you guys are sure that it's my balcony? It would be funny if you're like somewhere else. On someone else's balcony. Okay, let's have a look at the newspapers here. See if there's... Yeah, there should be something about the next murder. The Bexhill Horror. Yeah, that looks like it. You went to grab some food from my kitchen. So that's why it's gone, right? Do we know that? It's the press, they know everything. Even the police doesn't know it, but that's fine. Let's get some fresh air. Some cool air. Anyways, no. I thought we have a look at the envelope and do some crazy stuff.
An easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It is a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, A.B.C.
Hashtag professional streamer. Oh my god. I think I hit it like, but I hit it twice or something, so I missed out on checking on desktop sound. Okay, you didn't miss anything though. It was basically music and Poirot just talking about fresh air and finding the envelope. Nothing more, alright? But yeah, a good reminder, thank you. That's why you're a mod. Yeah, because you're like, yeah, you're showing me the obvious. Alright, let's see what this is. What? Oh, that was what he just said. Like, Hastings tore the envelope that held the killer's ladder. However, he did not have to throw it on the ground. No. There are bins where you kind of put paper into, right? Oh my goodness. Okay, the address written on this envelope is wrong. The killer wrote White Horse Mansions. Is it a mistake? Hercule Poirot? White Horse Mansions. Is that a mistake? I mean, interesting. We don't know that, but what? Not known and White House Mansions and White Horse Curd? Try White Haven Mansions. Okay. Oh.
Poor Mr. Poirot.
No. Not again. The address was wrong. So, like, the post office probably checked what could be there. I mean, what could be the correct place, and that took some time, and that's why the envelope just came today. On the day...
Well played.
On the day where the next victim shall die. But I would say this is very clever. The killer had to probably save up some time, so he used the wrong address, knowing the post office would find out about it and address it correctly, but waste some precious time that Poirot and Hastings could have used to save the victim, maybe. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Or maybe he's just stupid and wrote the wrong address. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Wollfyh, I'm sure it's your balcony. I can see you sitting in the apartment. You do seem to have infrared vision. Do you?
It is not the right time.
No? Oh, yeah, of course. We have to pack our things, right? Really? Oh my god. And it will not all fit into the suitcase, and then we have to do a riddle and solve the riddle to get it all in the suitcase. I called it. What do I get if it's happening? What do we do then? I don't know where I need to go though. What's that? Hastings hunting.
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
He's hunting animals. Okay.
Bexillancy, Sussex, population 24,703.
probably one less. Now. Frankie. He waved at me from the window. Do you see me? No, because I have like what is it called? I have shutters on my window, so to say. A jalousie.
I lock my revolver in this drawer. I've not used it in a very long time.
Okay, we're hunting a serial killer. Would you like... Maybe it's not the right time. Okay, what are we supposed to do? Oh, we have to call the police, right?
Hello, chap. We received a new letter from A.B.C. in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
Yeah, the train times. Okay. It's gonna be interesting now. Will this be a riddle?
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry! We have to get to Churston before the murder!
This is so stupid. Like, what I would say is like, yeah, it doesn't matter now because we're trying to rescue someone, right? But I bet what Poirot would do is point out that order is essential. I'm gonna go for the emergency, and you will see only 1 point, 1 ego point instead of 3. All right, I call it.
You're right, Hastings. It is an emergency.
At last, Poirot, you're being reasonable. Poirot, you were right. I've just consulted the A.B.C. guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You see, there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Churston until tomorrow morning. After the murder.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Yeah.
Very good question, Hastings. We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find.
Okay. We didn't get any points for that. So, fine, I guess. So, will we have a look at the envelope now or on the way? Let's see. Oh no.
Right. Let us compare this new letter with the second one.
Let's do it.
Let us examine this more closely.
You thought my windows are so dirty you can't even look outside. That's fortunately not the case. That would be really hard.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
Yeah. As
Yes, this eye is weird.
yes. It's still weird because this is what we have done.
Yes, this eye.
We have done this.
Right. Let us compare this with the other letter.
Yeah. We're just repeating what we already did.
Yes, the eye characters in the two letters do indeed have the same defects. I have to find some other similar defects to confirm my theory.
Okay, maybe they're different ones now. No, it's still the W here.
The W is... Right.
Yeah.
Of course.
I'm just...
I have to find some...
Yeah, I'm just gonna skip this, kind of, because we have done exactly the same thing already.
Yes.
And I feel like... I mean...
Right. Let us compare...
This somehow feels off. Like, does the game think we're too stupid and we have forgotten that? Or I don't get it.
That's right. The A...
Yeah.
My theory was right. These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Oh my god!
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Why did we have to do that again? Like, I mean... Doesn't matter. Why does the murderer warn us so late? Okay, that's easy. I solved that already, didn't I? Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. He's now famous. Letter C was sent at the right date. It was sent at the right date. Bottle of White Horse whiskey. Piece of envelope. With the wrong address. It was the right date but the wrong address, right? Yep. And that was on purpose.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard. Poirot, the telephone. It must be Jap.
Ricky, outside of it, you didn't know what I have inside. That's fine. And find me, use your thermal wolf vision to look inside. That sounds interesting. You gotta tell me more about it. And Annette says, right, I will expect that you solve the rest of the game in timely manner without help. Yeah. I mean, come on. I know I'm not that smart in solving some kinds of riddles, alright? But I'm not that stupid on the other hand, that I can't repeat something which we have clearly done yesterday to 100% exact. Wait, like, it was basically exactly what we did yesterday, so...
I have some news from Churston. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man, he retired to Combside, a beautiful house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
Throat specialist? Is that connected to the first murder? How does the second one fit in, though? Okay, second, like the third murder. Murderer is the crow. It's a crow. I thought it could be a raccoon. Nope, it's a crow.
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
You go, my friends. I will come soon.
There's also a seagull here. Let's have a look at it.
This place is very calming.
Okay, rabbit hole. Picturesque rock. And...
The site is exceptional. It is easy to imagine that Sir Carmichael used to enjoy stopping here every evening. The body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
okay. I'm not sure that that is important. Okay, let's have a look at...
Jab has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that? They're sheepy as well. Okay.
A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet.
Bleh.
An oriental dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
Okay. And the last one, keys.
It is pointless.
Okay. Then let's have a look at him. Reki, you're AFK for like 10 to 15 minutes because you make something to eat. Due to me ignoring you. Oh, alright man. Enjoy it. What will you have? What will we have? Okay, we have, yeah, the A.B.C thing again.
Apart from the wound to the throat, the body isn't touched. No cuts, no bruises.
Yeah, it's a very clean job.
An A.B.C guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
Why is it covered in blood though? Did he like lay it there for a second, or I mean that's weird, right? Probably the blood didn't run down, so I mean not that much. It looks like it is here. And like his shirt is completely full of it, but not the vest. Well, let's see.
Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision, a professional murder.
Okay.
The gravel on the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and becomes wider as it moves further from the bush.
Yeah. So was he like cut here and then he like fell down on his back and the blood just splattered there? Something like that. Can we go here? No. Okay.
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
So he was waiting behind the bush. What was Sir Carmichael's position when he was killed? In front of the only bush in the surrounding area. The zone soiled with blood covers a conical shaped area which extends away from the bush. Yeah. And not Not sure about the third one. Body was still warm? No. There's a wound with a clear outline. Maybe that? No. Had his back to the bush.
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut his throat from behind. A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Oh, I love that sentence. Did Sir Carmichael see his murderer? Deduction. The victim had his back to the bush. Only 1 wound. And trampled grass behind the bush. So no, he didn't see him. Yeah.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing.
The killer is an opportunist? No. The murder was carefully planned. Of course.
The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
Theft could be the motive for the crime. No? There was nothing stolen there, so... Eh? The murder was very violent. Well, was he? I mean... I would say that, well, what I would consider a murder to be violent, is if there are, like, I don't know, 20 stab wounds or something, or someone cutting things off or something like that, right? A clean cut to the throat is like, well, I'd say a very fast and kind of calm way to kill someone. I don't know if that was very violent, but I think this should be the right answer because theft is completely off.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.
Okay.
I had better go up to campsite.
Then we better do this. Which way? Aha. Okay. Those sheep, like, what the fuck? Is this how sheep sound? No, I don't think so. Like, not completely like that. Oh my. Okay.
To be honest, this inspector seems rather obtuse. I'm counting on your friend Poirot to catch my brother's murderer. Ah, here he is now. Please, Mr. Poirot. Mr. Poirot, this is my brother's secretary, Miss Thora Gray.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Poirot. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you, mademoiselle. I find it hard to digest.
Okay, that was very weird. And the first, like, Hastings and Frank Clark have the same voice, right? Same voice actor. I was like, wait, what? Who just said that now? Okay, let's have a look at him.
Hastings does not like very hot tea. He's going to blow on his cup for a good while before drinking.
Are you liking your tea best if it's really hot, or if it cooled down a bit? Interesting question, right? I like it a bit more if it's cooled off.
Everybody is absorbed in their cup of tea. Let us take advantage of the opportunity to observe them discreetly.
Okay, let's go look at him.
There is something very viril about him.
Yeah, that thing. Well-fastened necktie. Okay. Broad shoulders. And?
There is something very viril about him. Franklin Clark is an adventurer, the sort of man that women like. There is something elegant about her.
Understated makeup. An old brush.
She has good taste, except perhaps in her choice of jewelry.
Please excuse me, I have to take care of Lady Clark.
It is not the right time.
Okay. It's probably...
It is not the right time.
Okay, so first we have to talk to him, and later on we can, like, investigate the whole place. Guess that's it. What?
I'm not going to leave now.
Okay, I get it.
My brother's wife is gravely ill. You will probably want to question her, but I fear that it won't be possible today.
Accuse him of preventing Lady Clark from speaking. Be understanding, insist. Well, if she's really ill. Okay, like what would Poirot do? Probably insist on seeing her.
I insist, Mr. Clark. Please allow me to remind you that this is a murder inquiry.
Unfortunately, she is much too ill. She doesn't even know her husband is dead. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Of course, I understand. Someone set a trap for your brother. Who was familiar with his habits?
Everybody knew he took his evening walk at 8:30, and that he always followed the same path.
Ask what his favorite book is? Ask if it was a dark night. I feel like that could be more important here.
Was it a dark night?
It was a new moon. I took a lantern.
So it was you who found the body.
Yes, along with the gardener.
Have you seen any strangers around the house recently?
No. As far as I know, nobody has been near the house.
Miss Clark.
Oh, Lady Clark must have fallen from her chair. I have to help Miss Grey get her up.
Hastings, while our host is gone, let's examine the drawing room.
But, Poirot, a gentleman shouldn't...
I take full responsibility. All you have to do is to leave the drawing room door ajar and let me know if anyone is coming.
Oh, perfect.
Sir Carmichael's collection could rival that of a major museum.
Oh god.
It's locked.
What did you expect? Okay. We have not seen a cat in here yet, Leviathan. It could happen though. It could happen. No. Oh god.
The cardinal points. This book could maybe help me. Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the imperial dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him.
Okay. Plenty of seagulls though. Yeah. And sheep. I mean, we've not seen them. But there are also sheep, right? We heard them. Okay, so Chinese.
Each
lore.
cardinal point is...
Yeah, okay.
Turtle, the dragon, the crane, and the tiger. I think I've already seen this motif somewhere.
Did you? Okay, we can't click on that book there. Okay, it's blue, black, white, red. Oh. Okay, it's blue, black, white, red. Now we have to turn these towards... Oops. The dragon? Oh, we have to put them in the right position as well.
Position of each motif resembles that of those on the table. Position of each motif resembles that...
Okay, so we have done it right. It shall look at the dragon, right?
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
Turn towards him. That means to have a look at him, right?
The position of each motif is correct.
The top one... Yeah, fish. Like, the top one seems a bit off, right? Micro, it's official. How you doing? Welcome. Okay, this is definitely somehow off. It's a good game. Well, it's definitely entertaining so far. I can assure you that. Not so easy though, especially if you're noob in solving puzzles. But it's your game? What do you mean? Out of respect, they're turned towards the dragon. I feel like the birdie here is somewhat strange. Any ideas? Like, do we have something here?
Each cardinal point.
Wait, what? Microids? You're one of the devs? One of the... No. You gotta be kidding me now. Really? No, you gotta be kidding. For real? Oh my god. Wow, that is cool. That is very cool. Man, that is awesome. Yeah, we just started yesterday, and so far it's much fun. I tend to be very bad at solving riddles and stuff like that, so it's always interesting to have the chat here with me. The chat is really helping me out sometimes. Okay, so turn towards dragon is fine. The colors are correct. And they're correct as well, right?
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
Okay. Fight me. Turn all the dots towards the dragon. I've done that. It's not correct though. I feel like I would love to see this like top down. It doesn't show the animals in here, does it? I mean, this could be the turtle, or at least like resembling it. But the bird is really weird.
The Wollfyh has a new follower.
Micro is official. Thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the Wollfyh. And also, thank you very much for the host, of course. Oh my god. Okay, like Poirot is always saying something like, it's not the same as on the table. Oh.
It is blocked.
Okay, so this is where we need to go. Got it. So on this picture, do we have like the animals in here? One animal and one color. In the middle sits the Imperial Dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him. Oh, did it reset because we had a look, we had a look at the door? I think it did. What was it? I think it was... like this, right? Yeah. Oh, I think I got the... what was wrong. Like, it was a bit of misleading, that Poirot says something like, they're aligned correctly. I feel like, yeah, the animals have to be here in the corners and not on those tiles. You will see it will work now. Or maybe not.
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
Okay, so they shall be on the tiles. Any ideas, guys? I mean, Microts, you probably know, so you're out of the question, of course. I guess it has something to do...
The position of each motif.
I know. It has something to do with the pictures here. But I don't see the animals in here. Do we have them in here? Actually not. Raki, welcome back. You can try and help me. We have to find out how to put the animals here. Like, they're supposed to look at the dragon. I mean, I feel like this one would be looking at the dragon like that. Fight me, turn them all to the dragon on the left? You mean towards this one? We can try that. That would be interesting though. Nope. Maybe like that. No. I mean, they're supposed to point towards the Imperial Dragon in the mid.
The position of each motif is correct, but they are not turned the same way as on the table.
As on the table? What freaking table? That's what I don't get. This table here, we don't have any animals in this picture. Do we? That is what kind of what kind of distracts me here. There's no second page here, right?
Each cardinal point is associated with one animal and one color. In the middle sits the Imperial Dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him.
I mean, turned towards should be with their face, right? I mean, that's what I would assume. This one here makes me really, mad. Oh, how do you do this? I mean, the colors should be right, right?
The position of each motif is correct, but
Okay, so they're correct like that. All heads of the animals at the top. Okay, yeah, we haven't tried that yet. I was like pointing the heads towards the dragon, but I mean,
the position of each motif is correct.
all heads are on the top now. This would be how I would actually place it. This looks right to me. But obviously it's not. You mean towards the middle? Yeah, that's what we tried already. That's what we tried already. It didn't work though. Because that is what it says right here. We did figure out the colors, and then it's here. In the middle sits the Imperial Dragon, and out of respect, all the others are turned towards him. They are turned towards him. I would say like they're looking at him. That's what I would take out of that. So. Fish, you notice that the color circles on the bottom don't match the colored circles on top with two of the circles. The top one and the right one. Doesn't matter? Wait, what? Wait. What do you mean? The black and the blue one matches. You mean the different layers? Oh, no way.
The position of each motif is
No
correct,
way.
but they are not.
I think you're right. Oh my god. Fish, you're right. You're right. There are 2 layers of colors. Oh god. Oh god, no!
I think I heard a bang. Could it be this cupboard?
I'm so blind. Oh, I'm so blind.
Well played.
I am so blind. Oh yeah, that was good. So good. So good. Thank you, Reki, for reminding me. Well, I'm like, oh, sometimes I kind of get lost in at some aspect, and then I'm like totally distracted of the quite obvious thing. I mean, that was just colors matching, right? Oh my god, Fish, good job. That's why I rewarded you. Good job.
This is interesting.
What the heck? Some knives and a ladder?
These daggers are only ceremonial weapons. I do not think that a crime weapon is here.
I wouldn't think so as well. Reki, by the way, what did you make for dinner?
Ernest Logan, MD, Brighton Cancer Institute, 201 Dusk Road, Brighton, Sussex. To Sir Carmichael Clark, MD, Comsite Churston, Devon. Brighton, 1935, January the 5th. As a man of science, I owe it to you to be completely frank. Lady Clark, your wife is suffering from a generalized terminal cancer. I confess I didn't suspect anything like that during the first exams. But with the test results I have received today, there is unfortunately no place for doubt. I estimate that Lady Clark's life expectancy is no more than 1 year. Hospitalization would not help in her case, so I advise you to keep her at home and provide her with as much morphine as required to ease her last moments. Yours sincerely, Ernest Logan.
Okay.
Here's Miss Grey.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Lady Clark's condition requires regular care. I believe you want to ask me a few questions.
Indeed, mademoiselle. This porcelain is remarkable. Is it old?
It's about 3 centuries old, I believe. Wait, let me find the reference.
Is that really important? Well, chicken and tomato sauce with pasta. Ooh. That sounds yummy. I agree. Enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Okay, so probably we just mentioned the porcelain to get a good look at her.
She appears to be very flustered.
Partially removed lipstick?
Just a minute, please, Mr. Poirot.
Quick breath.
She's unable to hide her emotion, and her makeup has been disturbed. I think that this young woman has just been kissed.
Here? Teapot with black dragon, Gangxi period, end of the 17th century. It is a rare piece with unusual colors.
You have a good knowledge of art history.
Acquired while working with Sir Carmichael. I used to help him manage his collection and choose his new acquisitions.
Ask if he gave her gifts? That sounds a bit dirty. Ask if she was embarrassed to be at the service of an elderly man? Ask what her relationship was with her employer.
Did you have a good relationship with your employer?
He treated me well, and I am sorry for his death.
Have you seen any strangers hanging around in the past few days?
No. Nobody has been near Comside.
Ask for her version of the facts? What? Where was she at the time of the crime? Because, I mean, this could be meaning like we're, kind of giving away that we suspect her, which would be stupid. I don't know about this one though. Ask for her version of the facts. Yeah, let's do that. This is a bit mysterious to me, so let's do it.
Tell me what happened last night.
After dinner? Well, I did some sewing and then I went to bed. I was woken by the telephone at 11. I heard Franklin Clark speaking with the gardener. They left with some lanterns and they found the body.
Hmm? Ask the reasons for her aversion to Franklin. Ask if she is in a relationship with Franklin. Let's ask that. Because I think like Poirot would be a bit offensive here and try to get it out of her. So let's go.
Am I right thinking that something is going on between you and Franklin?
How dare you ask me such a question?
Okay, she's angry. Oh shit. Oh god. We could be going just totally wrong here, but I mean, she was recently kissed. Who did she kiss? Probably not Miss Clark, right? No. So ask well, we could ask for the confirmation that she kissed Franklin. That would be the more kind way to do it. We could accuse her. Yeah, let's actually do that. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but Poirot would do it, so let's do it.
And you? How do you dare kiss your good friend in the house of a dead man?
Mr. Poirot, you are behaving despicably.
Miss Grey, if I may be so bold, please do not take offence. My friend has rather unusual methods, but all he wants is to find the murderer.
Yes, I understand. I must rest. Please excuse me.
Earlier, you asked me to watch the living room door for you. I don't wish to be indiscreet, but sometimes a gentleman stumbles upon a secret without intending to.
That is sometimes the case.
And I saw Franklin Clark kissing Miss Grey at the foot of the stairs.
Do you think this is a common occurrence?
No, I saw emotion, intensity. I think it was their first kiss.
Well done, mon ami. Well spotted.
However, I don't think I completely understand this business. Why did Sir Carmichael not defend himself? He appeared to have been active and strong.
The murderer did not give him a chance. Let us try and reconstruct the scene.
Already, okay. What I think here is, well, of course she reacted angry and shameful if like, that was the first kiss of them.
Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
And he waited.
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
Admire? No. He's attacking her right now from behind, and then the blood spatters here.
Sir Clark sees a shadow.
No, Sir Clark was attacked by surprise. He could not see his assailant. Let us think again, mon cher.
Yeah, that's why...
Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
That's why I was like, He's gonna attack him right away and he's not like standing up then looking at him. Haha! Now I'm gonna kill you. That was not what I intended to do here.
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
And it doesn't make any sense that he actually admires him. So then he must have waited even longer.
He then passes the bush and continues on his way to the house.
No, Sir Clark used to gaze at the sea. Let us think again.
If you were the killer, you would have not
Sir Clark is taking his
went
customary
behind
walk.
the bush.
Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
Fish, why?
The old man walks quietly along the gravel path.
I always got those right the first time, but this time it's like... It's weird because why do you hide behind the bush and then just come out of behind the bush and be like, oh, I like your work. Could you just turn around so I can cut your throat? Eh? But this clearly is the right thing. Let's
But
see.
he turns towards the sea to gaze at it.
Admire doesn't refer to the killer admiring the victim, but the victim admiring the sea. Okay. That one in particular, it is too open. I would have went behind the bush next to the fence. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right, but if it was only him there, we don't know like the surroundings of this area, not much. So, attack from the left or the right. The blood spatter was to the right, so he comes from the left, right? Left,
The
right?
killer leaves his hiding place on the left-hand side. He walks over the gravel on the path. The noise alerts Sir Clark, who turns around.
No, Sir Clark was attacked by surprise. He could not see his assailant. Let us think again, mon cher. Sir Clark is taking his customary walk. Our killer is hiding behind a bush.
Okay, so this is what it means, like... but... Is it only weird to me, or is it weird for you as well? Like, you go around the bush from the left, and Carmichael suddenly knows you're there, but if you go around the right way, the right side...
The old man walks
Big
quietly
surprise.
along the gravel path.
That is what makes me...
Then he turns
Wonder.
towards the sea to gaze at it.
Well, then clearly it is attacking from the right, but...
The killer leaves his hiding place on the right-hand side. He approaches silently over the grass.
Okay, well, I didn't get that fact. Like, that is gravel and it's super loud, but this is grass and it's super silent. I'm sorry I missed out on that fact. But yeah, here we go.
Then he throws himself on his prey and cuts the poor man's throat. He then lays down the A.B.C. before leaving.
Yeah, but not like that.
Everything appears to match the crime scene,
No.
Moshe Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
No, it's not! That is not what happened! Are you fucking kidding me now? Okay, now I'm mad. This is not what happened. The book was opened and it was like, soaked in, it soaked in some blood. On Carmichael's chest. Are you kidding me?
Oh,
Just a minute. I'm getting dressed.
No fucking way. Alexander B. Crust is A.B.C. Okay, this is the killer.
Mr. Kirst, have you recently returned from Churston?
Yes. Indeed I have.
Have you seen the papers? And to think that you might have rubbed shoulders with the killer. Imagine that. Mr. Kirst, are you all right? You don't seem well.
My apologies. My throat is burning and my head feels heavy. It's ever since the war, you know. Since my injury, my head has never been the same.
Poirot, it's a pleasure to be with you again after all these years. I looked for a gift to thank you, and I found this propelling pencil.
An authentic collector's item. You spoil me, mon ami.
And you more so by sharing investigations.
Do not underestimate the help you are to me, Hastings. Intellect is not everything. There is also goodwill, and you are not short of that. Later, I will ask you to help me tidy up the room and bring some chairs. Our guest will be here soon.
Ah, is Thora Grey coming?
Naturally. She is a fascinating young woman, n'est-ce pas?
Oh, come on, Poirot. I'm a married man. Miss Grey has already been courted by Franklin Clark. Poirot, our guests will be here soon. We must prepare ourselves.
Okay.
I should take advantage of the silence to examine them.
Okay, what was that cut in time? Are we just like teleporting towards the future now? You just obtained a modifiable object. To use it, select the object in your inventory and click on the icon. It is only available if a modification is possible. Okay. So the pen. Magnificent pen offered by Hastings. Okay. Wait, what? Do we get a second one? No. Okay. There was some kind of side story? I'm not sure. I mean, we kind of saw the A.B.C. killer then. And it's funny that he's called it was Alexander Bonaparte Cust, right? So it's A.B.C, but this is weird though. Well, let's see. Okay. I don't know how that will help us.
I ought to concentrate on my guests.
Okay.
Franklin Clark always seems at ease, regardless of where he is. Something that's unique to people who travel.
Mm-hmm.
The song says, "Sometimes I love a blonde who comes from Eden by way of Sweden." But I am not sure that this blonde is an angel.
Janne will probably know best.
Sometimes I love a brunette, sometimes I love a blonde. That's what the song says.
Mm-hmm. What song, though?
She appears to have taken more care with her appearance than the last time.
Yeah, well, guess why?
She's looking at Mr. Fraser out of the corner of her eye. Did she make herself beautiful for him?
Yeah, because she loves him. What a question.
Donald is always on edge.
Shaving cut. Dark circles again.
Leave me alone.
Donald Fraser is very nervous at the moment, even if he's trying hard to control himself. I wish to thank you all for coming. I wanted to bring everyone close to the victims here in order to unmask the murderer.
Get to the point, Mr. Poirot. What do you want from us?
Okay, we're gonna unmask the murderer. But he's not in this room, is he? I mean, she doesn't seem to care much about finding the murderer of her sister at all. Like,
Megan, dear girl, please be patient.
Mr. Poirot, how dare you address me by my first name?
Please excuse me, mademoiselle. What I ask is that you search your memories. The murderer must have left some trace.
Yes, he must have prepared his crimes very carefully.
Tout à fait. He did not get to Bexhill at midnight in order to strangle a young girl whose name, by chance, starts with P.
Must we go into that?
well, if not now, when?
Mr. Fraser, please get a grip on yourself.
Well, I want to help you, but I don't remember anything else. Nothing I haven't already said.
And you, Mademoiselle Barnard, did your sister say if she was seeing another man?
She never would have told me.
I feel like this is this is the worst situation here now because we have to ask them, and I generally tend to pick the wrong one. So, ask Megan why Betty didn't say anything.
Why would she hide the fact from you?
Betty knew I didn't approve of her behavior. Her flirting was spoiling any chance she might have had.
Tell me, mademoiselle, what did you talk about with your sister?
Silly things. Her new dress. She wanted a pair of black stockings to go with it. Mother bought her a brand new pair. The day it happened, she was crying. And to think that Betty never even wore them. Poor Mummy.
Your sister used to sing, I believe. Did she ever perform in public?
She dreamt about it, but she had a very bad cough. It troubled her greatly. She had to cancel auditions and miss lots of opportunities. A pity.
Yes, she sang well, but that doesn't tell us much about the murderer.
Qui sait? In any case, we now have enough information to draw up a relatively precise psychological profile. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Yeah. What is really striking here are the stockings. Because there were stockings in the other case as well. And also that two of the victims had problems with their throat. Plus, I think the third victim, Carmichael, was a throat doctor, right? There's clearly a connection. I just don't know how that comes together. Letter signed A.B.C. announcing the Andover murder. Is the killer clever? Yeah. Because he's not yet... Well, he's still not detected yet, like, revealed. Okay, wait, I gotta read those in order. Letter signed A.B.C. announcing the Andover murder. Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold. The killer is methodical and prepares his crime meticulously. He never forgets to leave his intriguing signature behind. That would fit being clever. Without the A.B.C., we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser, but by signing his crimes, the murderer is making sure that he is accused. In a way, it is very generous of him. It is also very smart of him. The man seduced Betty before taking her to the beach where he strangled her. So he must also be some kind of, well, charming. Passenger timetable. Maybe the murderer likes trains. Well, yeah, here, like, there's three main things that really striked my mind and still do. The stockings, the train timetables, and the throat diseases, the coughing problems. So let's take a look. Let us look again at this murder, if you please. You will see that the murderer carried it out to perfection. This should be the one that fits. No? Okay. Maybe that he's signing his crimes? No. Well, that he's clever. I mean... the murder carried it out to perfection. So yeah, that means he's clever. Yeah, okay. Is the killer short? Oh, so... oh, yeah, okay. Now I'm getting how this will go. Is the killer sure of himself? Yeah, because he announced the murders? Okay, obviously not. But, I mean, several answers fit. If you're not sure of yourself when you're killing a human being, you wouldn't kill someone when the streets are packed with people. And you wouldn't do this, like making sure that you're accused of the murders and not someone else. Okay. Then his signature? No. That he announced it is... well, that he announced it. These are three things that would fit in there. Killed when street was packed with people. Yeah, it's also fitting. Let's see. Yeah, okay. This is the one that... yeah. Okay. It's the killer is seducer. See, finally we have something that really fits. And there's no room for any other option. Does the killer like trains? He likes choo-choo trains. Is the killer impulsive? No. Physical generous. Well, gave away that it's him, not someone else.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we can now surmise without too much risk of error that our adversary is calculative, sure of himself, a seducer, of outstanding intelligence, that he has plenty of self-control, and that he likes railways. It's a good start. Other meetings may be necessary. I hope that you will be able to come back again.
Well, it's just that...
We invite all those people just to tell them what we basically already know and knew? And they shall leave? Eh? Point out that she is short of money for the train. Wow! Oh my god, that would be so incredibly awful. No. Push barriers so that she helps? No, we're gonna ask politely what is bothering her.
Is something bothering you, Mary?
Well, Mr. Poirot, you see, I don't know if I can come to London just like that.
It's normal that people helping with this inquiry should be reimbursed. Starting with you, Miss Drower. Please allow me to pay for your train tickets.
Oh, sir, I cannot accept.
But you must. Mademoiselle, I may not be rich, but my brother left a fortune which will be mine.
Mr. Clark, that's very generous of you.
Well, someone has to foot the bill. Mr. Poirot, would it be possible for you to come back to Devon? Lady Clark has expressed a wish to see you. We'll adjust her medicine so she'll not be too drowsy.
But of course, I shall come the day after tomorrow if it is convenient. Thank you all for coming. We will meet again soon. The meeting was most fruitful.
Really?
Hastings, I believe now we have everything we need to find a common point between the victims. Now it is time for us to use our grey matter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Is it? Oh, I think it is. What do the victims have in common? Something with their lungs or throats. Cough medicine. Betty had problems with her voice. And Sir Michael Clark was a famous retired doctor. Bam.
The first two victims suffered from bad throats, and that was precisely the specialty of the third victim, Dr. Clark.
We have a lead.
It would pay to take a closer look at the medical records of Dr. Clark's patients.
We'll do so during our next visit to Churston.
I will do it myself, mon ami. You must remain in London just in case A.B.C. sends us another letter.
Very well, as you wish.